a graph theory. So first we can move to the introduction. What is a graph? Okay, now we can move to the definition of a graph. A linear graph or simply a graph is denoted by the letter G, that is equal to V, E. Consists of a set of objects V equal to set of all V1, V2, V3, etc. and is called the vertices. And we have another set E. E is equal to the set of all E1, E2, E3, etc. and it is called the edges. Such that each edge EK is identified with an unordered pair of vertices VI, VJ. VI, VJ. This is an unordered pair of vertices. Okay. That means here, suppose this is the edge VI, this is the end vertex VI, and this is the vertex VJ. So the edge is named as EK. So we can see that there is no order. Sometimes EK equal to VI, VJ, or we can represent it by VJ, VI. The vertices VI and VJ associated with the edge EK are called the end vertices of EK. So, end vertices. Here, VI, VJ are the end vertices of EK. In a graph, vertices are represented as points. Points like this. Okay, here one vertex, here another vertex. And each edge has a line. Here you can see that the vertices VA and VJ are connected by the edge EK. For example, we can draw a graph here. Suppose we have a graph like this. Now we can name the vertices as V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. We can name the edges also. Here E1, here E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7. So this is an example of a graph. Now here we can see that there are 5 vertices. What are they? V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. And also 7 edges. The 7 edges are E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6 and E7. Okay. Now we we can move to a basic definition here, that is self loop or simply a loop. What is meant by a self loop? We can see it now. Self loop. A self loop means an edge having the same end vertices. That means in this graph here you can see that the edge E1 has both ends as V2. An edge having the same vertex as both its end vertices is called a self loop. So in this figure E1 is a self loop. E1 is a self loop because both its end vertices are same. Next is parallel edges. Parallel edges. Okay. Now what is a parallel edge? Parallel edge means more than one edge associated with a given pair of vertices are called parallel edges. So in this figure here we can see that the edge E4 and the edge E5. What are the end vertices here? Both having the same end vertices as V1 and V3. V1 and V3. So here E4 and E5 are parallel edges. Parallel edges are edges having the same end vertices. Okay. Now the next is simple graph. Simple graph. Next definition is about simple graph. A graph that has neither self loop nor parallel edges is called a simple graph. So here we can draw a simple graph. Okay, now in this figure, here is one vertex, here is one vertex, here also and here also. Now we can name them as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in this figure there is no self loop and no parallel edges. So this is a simple graph. Okay, now another example is now in this figure, suppose here is one vertex, name it as 1, here another one 2, here another one and here 4. Now we can connect them. Now here also, this is also a simple graph. Next is adjacent vertices. Adjacent vertices. When two vertices U and V are the end points of an edge, they are called adjacent vertices. For example, in this graph, you can see that you consider the edge E3. You consider the edge E3. Now here, the end vertices of E3 are V1 and V2. V1 comma V2 are the end vertices of E3. So we can say these two vertices are adjacent. Okay. Now a graph is also called a linear complex or a one complex. The another name for graph is linear complex or one complex. Similarly, another name for vertex is some using the name node, junction, point, zero cell, zero simplex, etc. Now another name for edge is branch, line, element, arc, one cell, one simplex. Next, we can move to finite and infinite graph. Finite graph. So what is a finite graph? A graph with a finite number of vertices as well as finite number of edges is called a finite graph. Otherwise, it is called an infinite graph. Otherwise, it is called a infinite graph. So we can see examples here. We can name the vertices. Suppose this is V1, this is V2, this is V3. Now we can name the edges also. E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Here we can see that there are 3 vertices and 5 edges. So this is a finite graph. Now we can draw an infinite graph also. Now we can mark the vertices here. These are the vertices that is infinitely extending. So here we cannot count the number of vertices and also the number of edges. So this is an example of an infinite graph. Okay, next we can move to a complete graph. What is a complete graph? Okay, a complete graph means a complete graph is a simple graph in which each pair of vertices is joined by an edge. Now, the complete graph on n vertices is denoted by Kn. The complete graph on n vertices is denoted by Kn. Here we can see some examples also. So, first we can draw the complete graph on one vertex. This is K1. Next we can consider the complete graph on two vertices. This is K2. Next the complete graph on three vertices. That means each pair of vertices are connected by edges. This is our K3. Now we can draw K4. That means we want to draw 4 vertices. And each pair of vertices are connected by edges. So this is our K4. Now we can draw the complete graph on 5 vertices. There are 5 vertices like this. Now we can join each pair of vertices by edges. Okay. So this is our K5. Similarly, we can draw K6, K7, etc. Now, in K1, you can see that there is no edge. Number of edges is 0. Here, the number of edges is 0. Number of vertices is 1. That is K1. Now, in K2, the number of edges is 1. Here only one edge. Now, in K3, there are 3 edges. In K4, there are 6 edges. And in K5, there are 10 edges. Okay, so this is complete graph on n vertices. Next, degree of a vertex. Now for that, in order to explain this, we can draw a simple graph here. We can draw a simple graph. Not a simple graph, we are drawing a graph. So just to draw this graph. Now here, degree of a vertex means the number of edges incident with a vertex. The number of edges incident with a vertex. Here suppose this is our vertex V1, this is V2, this is V3 and this is V4. Now what is the degree of V1? Now here you can see that there are 3 edges incident with V1. So degree of V1 is 3. Now what is the degree of V2? Degree of V2, before counting the number of edges, you remember one thing, the loop is always counted as 2. Here loop is counted as 2. So what is degree of V2? Degree of V2 is 4. Now similarly, what is degree of V3? Degree of V3 is 2. And what is degree of V4? Degree of V4 is 2. So this is the method of calculating the degree of vertices in a graph. Now we can see there is a relation between the degree of vertices and the number of edges in a graph. Now you can add the degree of all vertices here. That means you can add sigma v of d of vi, where I varies from 1 to 4. So in this particular graph, it is 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. That means 11. Degree of V1 is 3. Degree of V3. Here degree of V3 is 3. Okay, degree of V3 is 3. So here you can see that it is 12. Degree of total degree is 12. So we can write this as 2 into E. What is E here? E is the number of edges. So here we can see that total there are 6 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 edges in this graph. So this is 2 into 6 equal to 12. So this is the relation between the sum of degrees and the number of edges in a graph. That means sigma d of vi, where I varies from 1 to n, is equal to 2 into e. Okay, so this is a very important result here. Now what is meant by an isolated vertex? We can move to the next definition, isolated vertex. Now suppose that in this graph, suppose there is a vertex like this. Suppose there is a vertex V5 in this graph. Okay. Now here there is no edges connected to V5. So we can say V5 is an isolated vertex. That means a vertex having no incident edge is called an isolated vertex. Isolated vertices are vertices with the degree 0. Similarly, we can define a pendant vertex also. Suppose here is a vertex V5 and there is an edge like this. Then what is meant by a pendant vertex? Pendant vertex means vertices with degree 1. Here you can see that degree of V6 is 1. Such vertices are called pendant vertices. Now we have another term, null graph. Null graph. Okay, that means such a graph contain only vertices and no edges. So a graph without edges is called a null graph. Okay, now we can wind up our class now. Thank you all. Meet again later.